Well, hello there, friends, fellow hopheads. My name is Andrew.
My name is Norman.
And welcome back to Drewski's Brewskis. Now, I know what you're thinking right away. That's a lot of beer to review in one video, number one. And number two, none of that's craft beer. And yeah, you are correct on both of those statements, but we're doing something a little bit different today. We're going to be, simply put, we have 5 of sort of the staple or like classic light beers, or at least here in the States, I would say. And what we're going to basically be doing is we're going to try them all out. I mean, we've had them before, but we're going to try them all in one sitting, and we're going to rank them from 1 being our favorite to 5 being our least favorite. So without further ado, let's get on to that. Alrighty guys, let's jump straight in, shall we? Once again, 5 of the staple light beers here in the States. Going from the tallest to the smallest, we've got Bud Light, Busch Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light, and just for shits and giggles, we've got Miller High Life. We were originally going to try to find like Natty Light or something, but they don't have them in like single cans.
Yeah, I don't have like any single here to that.
Yeah.
Or even PBR even, like, they didn't have that, just a single.
Yeah, we found like some special like black can of PBR, but so we didn't really want to count that because it's a little bit different. But anyways, so yeah, I mean all these are very common light beers that you see people drinking. But yeah, let's just dive straight in, shall we? Which end do you want? I assume we start at one end and go to the other.
Yeah, we start at one end.
Well, which end do you want to start at?
Let's work our way up. Let's start at the left.
Alright.
Start with High Life.
I'm going to start with good old Miller High Life. Now, Miller High Life is actually my go-to light beer for drinking when I'm not drinking craft beer. Usually I drink High Life. Not only because I think it tastes pretty damn good, but it's actually really cheap. You can get a 30-pack for like $13. And you can't beat that.
Savings.
So yeah, like I said, I quite enjoy it. And mind you, for these, we're going to, well, at least I would kind of like to not put my personal like preference into it, so to speak, or I'm going to try to delve a little bit deeper into the actual quality of the beer itself.
That's also why I'm here, so I can be less biased.
Yeah, he's a little bit more level-headed in that respect. But I'm going to try to keep personal preference out as much as possible. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Miller High Life. Yeah, I love the taste of High Life. Really standard, kind of bready taste. Like I said, it's my go-to all the time, pretty much. I don't know how often you really drink High Life. I think pretty much is when we hang out. But
yeah, I drink High Life every time we hang out. I don't really drink it by myself. But High Life is very good. It's like very bready, malty flavor. It's a solid beer.
Yeah, definitely.
As of right now, since I haven't tried the rest of them, in my opinion, I think a good starting point would be like in the middle of the ranking system. It's instead of 12 to 1 later.
Right.
So right now it's like in the middle for me.
So from 1 to 5, it'd be like a 3.
Yeah. Right now it's number 3.
Yeah, I think that's like I said, I'm going to keep my preference out, because obviously if I did, I'd put it at number 1. But yeah, I think I'm going to start at 3 until we get through the rest of them. And a side note, all of these are cold because you don't want to, none of this stuff you want to drink warm because it's going to taste like piss. As much as I love, stuff like this, yeah, definitely don't drink it this warm. All this is cold. But anyways, let's keep cracking, shall we? Let's go on to Coors Light. Personally, I don't drink Coors Light that often. I don't mind it. It's usually when I'm at like parties and stuff like that when they have Coors Light. I know a lot of my family friends drink Coors Light. Yeah, like I said, I don't mind it, but it's not my go-to. Right off the bat, definitely a lot different taste than High Life. That's for sure. It's not quite as like malty and bready. It's got more of just like a straightforward, like, I don't know, I really know how to describe it. Like, I'm not gonna say it tastes like water because it doesn't taste like water. It definitely has a taste. It's like really straightforward, like pilsnery, lagery type beer. It doesn't have a lot of like maltiness to it.
It's like comparing that to High Life, it's like
it's got a lot less of a taste than High Life. I'll say that.
Yeah, but it's like it's not bad by any means. It's like I have no way to describe it.
Yeah,
it's hard to like put into words what it tastes like. I guess like probably the best way to put it, in my opinion, is it tastes like you're drinking like a basic, like you said, basically like a pilsner or a lager, and then they throw in like we would say like kind of like battery acid.
I guess I can kind of. Yeah,
it's like acidic. It tastes like acidic.
Yeah, I guess I can kind of see where you're coming from with that. Yeah, it's nowhere near as like full as in flavor as High Life, just comparing the two. But there's nothing wrong with that. I can kill Coors pretty easily. I mean, I can do the same thing with High Life, but yeah, it's not as full of a flavor, but I think it's more straightforward. Just, you know, easy drinking, light lagery with maybe, like you said, maybe like a slight acidicness on the end. I don't know, maybe that's just imagination. But if we both taste it, clearly it's gotta be there.
It's gotta be there.
And that's not to say it's in a bad way either. It's just the taste.
Like that, I can keep on drinking.
Yeah, I can drink Coors Light pretty easily.
So it's not bad.
Let's see. Right now, I gotta put it below High Life just because I don't like I said, the flavor's not as full. So I'm gonna put it down to 4, but I'm not gonna put it all the way down to 5 because we haven't gotten through them all. But yeah, I mean it's still pretty solid light beer.
Okay.
Next up is Miller Lite.
Miller Lite. Here we go. Another beast.
This is High Life's cousin, yeah, distant cousin, or I guess
This
like
is a pilsner, so
this is like the grandfather.
yeah, this is like just the grandson. It's like compared to High Life, it doesn't have like that super breadiness that High Life has, but it has a very mellow finish, and
Much like High Life does.
yeah, it's very mellow. It's mellowed out, and compared to Coors Light, it has a little bit more flavor than Coors Light has. Like Coors Light has a little bit of flavor, but Miller Lite has still like that wholesome flavor that Miller High Life has, but it doesn't have like that over breadiness that
Right.
High Life has.
And honestly, a really good way I can describe it is I think, like just in the Miller like line in general, I think a lot of the Miller products taste very similar, or like they have that kind of base like taste that they all have. Like even going to like Miller Genuine Draft and like Miller 64 and stuff like that. They all kind of have that base like taste that they all have, and then they kind of just throw in a little bit of something like, you know, this has the breadiness. This is like just a little bit more like mellowed out at the end. But yeah, it's I like Miller Lite. Like I said, it's not really what I go for, but again, I know a lot of family and family friends drink it.
Yeah, Miller Lite. Like these 3 beers, I see mostly everyone drinking from my family.
Right. Yeah, yeah, the same thing with me, honestly. These 3 right here are pretty much what my family, at least like when we go to like these big, like have big family parties and stuff, when they stock up, usually is what they get.
Barbecues and yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you see these.
Honestly, that's what Miller Lite kind of reminds me of. It reminds me of like summer barbecues, just like family parties, like, you know, staying up until like 3 in the morning, just getting drunk, and yeah, that's a good time associated with Miller Lite. But yeah, so on the scale, I'm gonna move. I don't know. I think I'll move High Life maybe up to 2, and I'll put the Light at 3.
Okay.
I'll keep Coors at 4. You know, just kind of
Just right now.
Yeah, just for right
Still
now.
got 2 other beers to go through. So
And then we can always make a final decision at
yeah,
the
we
end.
got the final one. Now we got Busch Light.
Busch Light. This is.
I think I only had Busch Light maybe one other time besides the time we're drinking right now. So this is gonna be unbiased, completely unbiased.
Yeah, I don't drink Busch Light that often. I think mainly when I've had it have been like college Well, no, I don't. I'm not even gonna say college because I feel like college is more like Natty Light.
Yeah.
Bush Light, I've had it at one of my friend's house who lives like in the middle of the country, like in like a little bit south of us. And his family, they're not like hillbillies or anything, but they're country, so that's usually what they're rocking. Which, hey, to each their own. But
one thing I just realized about the Bush can, look at the Coors Light can compared to Bush can. They both have a mountain on them.
yeah,
Who stole what from who?
that's a good question. I don't know who's been around longer, if it's Anheuser-Busch or if it's Miller Coors.
I don't know.
That's a
Fun fact.
fun fact. I wonder who took it from who. Although I think Coors is a little bit more basic. This has more like scenic.
Oh yeah. But one thing that Coors does is when like the cans get cold, the mountain type blue. So
Yeah, right.
That's really cool. Cool design. But anyways, off topic.
Yeah, really off topic.
let's get back to it. So Bush Light. Let me smell the aroma of this, because I'm going full on unbiased. Never had it before, except for once. So we'll go all of it.
Yeah, I think many of the times I've had it, I've been drunk already. So
That's different.
yeah, definitely way different. Honestly, from what I'm gathering, it's almost like sweeter than the rest of them.
Yeah.
It's got kind of a sweeter finish on it than like these last three. Still very light, very mellow and straightforward. But there's that, like I said, there's that kind of sweet tinge that kind of, it's not right at the end, but it's like kind of more like on the tail end of when you're drinking it. Not bad. Except most of the time that I've drank it, I've been drunk already, and I just grabbed it just because beer. But yeah.
In my opinion, I don't. This one is at the bottom of me.
Yeah,
It's like, it's not bad. I'm not saying like no, it's absolutely terrible. I would never drink it again. No, it's not hitting the way like the other ones hit. Like this is too sweet for me. Not saying that I don't like sweet beer, because like I like a little bit of bitterness. Like I've been in the bitterness category. I like a little bit. I like drinking a whole lot of IPAs and stout, dry hopped beers and all like that. But it's like it's too sweet.
alrighty, last but not least, Bud Light.
Bud Light.
Very, very classic staple beer. I don't know if he watches or not, but until I started hanging with our friend Donovan at his house, I didn't really drink Bud Light that much. But actually recently I think he's been on Miller Lite. But if you're watching, and I hope you do, if you don't, you need to start watching the video, subscribe. As I really didn't drink it until I started hanging out with him. But
Yeah, this is the go-to beer at all the sporting events. Bud Light is like shown basically everywhere.
yeah, and that's funny because when we went to the concert, that's what I got was Bud Light.
Yeah, when you went to a concert, yeah, you did get Bud Light.
I mean, it cost $10.50 for a tall boy, but hey, they got
Gotta make their money somehow.
yeah, and it was in the city, so they're automatically going to be more expensive. But I do. I really enjoy Bud Light. It's got like nowhere near as bready as High Life, but none of these are, because I think this is probably just way more like malty, probably brewed with more malts and bready. Like I'm sounding stupid right now, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like it doesn't have that. And I think the big factor in that is that this is made with rice. And I think that's what's kind of it gives it just enough flavor to be tasty, but it's not overwhelming. It doesn't have like an overwhelming sweetness like Busch Light does, which is kind of the drawback in my opinion. But yeah, Bud Light is very definitely I would go with Bud Light.
Bud Light, solid.
Very solid. All right, well, that is the sample of all of these fine light beers. So now, I think we're gonna get on to the ratings. So let's do that. All right, so how we're gonna do it is either I'll go first, you can go first, doesn't matter. But we're basically gonna line them up from. See, it probably make more sense to do it this way, so that way it's favorite to least favorite. So your favorite's over here, least favorite over here. So yeah, let's see. Once again, I'm trying not to be biased here, because I think you and I both know originally what I want to put up there.
Number one, I already know you want to put up number one. I already know it.
Yeah, you know, I still got to do it because it's not even necessarily 100% bias. It's just because I think it has the most like full flavor out of all of them for being a light beer, and relating to that's kind of what draws me to it. It's still very light, very easy to drink, but it does have a nice, like I said, bready flavor. Nice full enough flavor to make it interesting, but not so much that it's like, you know, hard to drink. And number 2, I'm gonna do Bud Light number 2. Like, you know, like we both said, it's a classic staple beer, sporting events, concerts, you know, hanging out with friends or whatever. It's a little bit more expensive than like High Life and stuff like that, but I think it's probably because, like you said, it has the rice in it and stuff like that. It's just a little bit more, it's brewed differently. So yeah, definitely Bud Light, solid 2. And actually, I think this is pretty much in the order I was gonna go for. Number 3, Miller Lite. It's just, like I said, it's got that nice flavor. Reminds me of, you know, summer nights, barbecues with the family and the friends. Once again, really easy drinking. Miller Lite goes really good with a lot of food because it doesn't fill you up a lot. Miller Lite and Bud Light, actually. I suppose all of them really do, but yeah, barbecue food and stuff like that. I like drinking Miller Lite with it, like especially like burgers and stuff like that. I find it goes really good with it. Coors number 4. It just doesn't have a lot of flavor. It's like, it's good, but it just, I don't know, it's just kind of there, you know. And then Busch Light is down at the bottom. I don't mind, like I said, don't mind Busch Light, but I wouldn't buy it like in the store. I'd still buy it rather than PBR though. But no, it's
PBR sucks.
yeah, we're not fans of PBR. No offense to anyone who is, but yeah, we know things. Anyways, yeah, it's, I don't know, it's just that sweetness that it has. Not really vibing with me. So this is my rating here, and yeah.
All right, look like it's my turn, bud.
Sure is.
Right,
go for it.
See. All right, what I might do might surprise you guys. All right, first up top, I'm gonna add me some Miller Lite. But Miller Lite. There's just something about this beer. It's so simple. It's a very simple pilsner. It tastes good. It's very light on the tongue and goes well with food. That's why I put this one as number 1. My second beer is gonna be High Life. See, like 2 Miller Lights, like 2 Miller brand beers. Miller makes some good beer.
They do. There's no doubt about
that. Like,
that.
it's all solid. Like these two, like it was hard to choose between 2, but like I'll see myself drinking this more rather than this one at a barbecue.
Fair enough.
Now, if this was handed out to me, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely take some Miller High Life. Like, but like Miller Lite, I feel like that pairs better with food. Number 3, dead spank in the middle. I might have to do this.
Wow. Yeah, that actually almost did surprise me a little bit.
Coors. I didn't start getting into Coors thanks to my almost father-in-law, because that's what he drinks.
Oh yeah, he does.
He loves Coors, and then I started drinking. I'm like, it's drinking. So it started growing me a little bit. So, but it was hard to do that. But it's like, I love you, Donovan. I'm sorry. You'll probably be like, how dare you disrespect the Bud Light? But no, I had to move it up just a little bit. And Coors is pretty good. It's light. It doesn't have as much flavor as Bud Light, but I can drink a whole lot of this. Just like,
yeah, it's a little bit easier to take down than Bud Light is. I think.
It's very smooth, super smooth. So, and the Busch, and then, like I said, it's too sweet. Like, I'm not gonna knock it if someone handed it to me, but I'm not gonna be out.
You wouldn't buy it, yeah.
And just like drink it on my own, or drink it with you besides the video.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I honestly, yeah, that I was kind of I sort of expected that, but yeah, this I was not expecting. I had almost anticipated it was going to be swapped around, but like you said, since your almost father-in-law drinks it a lot.
And it just had to grow on me.
And honestly, that was the same thing for me with High Life. I didn't drink High Life like at all until my two brother-in-laws. Like I started hanging out with them a lot more. Cheers to both of you, both Nicks, if you're watching. I think both of them actually do watch. But yeah, High Life really grew on me, and that's like I know you already know that's pretty. If I'm not drinking craft, it's usually High Life. So, but yeah, so we decided to change it up a little bit for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this sort of format. If you did enjoy it, do let us know, and maybe we'll do something similar again. Maybe we'll do like the not light versions of all of these. We'll do like Miller Genuine Draft and Coors Banquet and Budweiser, and I don't know does Busch have a? I don't think Busch has a. But we'll figure something. If we can find PBR, maybe we'll do PBR.
Yeah, we'll do PBR that time.
If we can, and maybe we'll
do that new can of PBR. That PBR was like black or something.
Yeah. Or if anything, we'll bite the bullet and try to get a 6-pack of it, or we'll get together.
I'll shotgun it so it goes down quickly.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not trying to drink.
No, definitely not. But yeah. So like I said, if you enjoyed, be sure to like and let us know. Other than that, don't forget to smash that like button. Write a comment down, whatever you want. Let us know what you're drinking on tonight. Hit the subscribe button. Did I say that already?
You might have.
Well, anyways, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and click on the bell for whenever we crack open some new brews. There will be more reviews of craft beer headed your way. But in the meantime, cheers to you, everybody. It'll be Monday again tomorrow where we are. I don't know what day you're watching, but yeah. We'll see you on the next go round. Peace out, everyone.